Hey guys, it's Ivy League. Hey guys, it's Ivy League here, and I am going to talk to you today about my first week of nursing school. It's the first week of my accelerated bachelor's program, and I guess I'll just jump right into it. So we finally got our schedule, and the way it was set up is that on Mondays and Tuesdays, I have lecture all day long from 8 to about 5:20 or so. And the Wednesday portion is going to be open for the rest of the semester, but for these first 2 weeks, it is going to be used for open lab, which is any time that we want to practice anything for clinicals or competencies, checkoffs, whatever. We can come during that time and do that. So that's what we had on Wednesday. And Thursday and Friday we had clinical in the simulation lab, and we had the block from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but it wasn't 12 hours. It came out to be like 5.5 hours. They split us up into 2 groups of like, I think there's 19 of us, 20 of us, so they split it up into groups of 10 and 10. So one of us took the morning until 12:30, and then the other group got the second half of the day from 1:30 to 7. 2:30 to 7. No, 1:30. And then on Friday we flip-flopped. So basically, we kind of each had our turn coming in at 7 in the morning, and we each got a turn to sleep in late, so that was pretty nice. The classes I'm taking are Foundations of Nursing and Transcultural Communication in Healthcare, and then Health Assessment. So Health Assessment and Foundations both have portions that are clinical related. Our clinical is covering things that we have to do for both those classes. So they gave us in advance a huge list of things that we needed to learn how to do. So for the next week, till the end of this week I think, we're having mock competencies on Fridays. So I guess technically the real competencies are the next week, and then after that we're in the hospital. The things that we have to cover are vital signs, and it's all of them. We have to be prepared to do them on any simulation mannequin that they have in the lab, which some of them don't really work that well, but it's fairly straightforward vital signs. They require that we do a 2-step blood pressure, which I had never done before, but it's very interesting to learn about it. It keeps the patient from, I know back when I did my CNA class, and they taught you to pump the blood pressure cuff up to like 200 or something like that, and then let it out slowly. Instead of doing that, you do a radial pulse and you pump the blood pressure cuff up until you stop feeling it, and that's your systolic number. So you only go 30 above that to keep the patient from being uncomfortable by the cuff pumping up too tight. So that was really the only thing we did. We're doing safety and asepsis. Safety is pretty simple, I guess. There is safety is pretty straightforward, I guess. So there are, we do restraints, we do aspiration precautions, seizure precautions, that's pretty much it for safety. And then asepsis we're doing sterile gloving, sterile wound dressing changes, and catheters for male and a female. And so they gave us these kits, and basically it's not a sterile Foley tray, but you have to treat it as if it's sterile. And I've been practicing that in this. Catheter goes right in there and you can pull back on it and it stays. So that's been fun. And then medication administration. We've been doing IM, some Q, intradermal, I think that's it. But also the math portion of medication administration. So they'll give us like a scenario, a MAR, and give us the last set of vital signs and a CNA that we delegated the CNA to get. So we have to make judgments on, should we withhold medication, should we not, that kind of stuff, critical thinking. So that's pretty much all we've done, all we did last week. I did have a test, I think I told you guys that, for my first day of school. But we had 2 tests. We had a med math competency, and I got a 95 on that, which is an A. And then I got a 96 on the other one. And actually I thought I had only missed 1, but I missed 2 because I confused that one and another one. I had them switched. So intra and inter, I misread. I was moving too fast and I misread them. So that is a reminder to myself that I need to slow down and completely read the scenario first. So this coming week, I'm just going to look at my calendar and tell you what I have here. We have a quiz tomorrow in health assessment, and it's about assessing skin, hair, and nails actually, but it's mostly skin. Looking at moles, looking at colors of skin and things like that, and charting it appropriately. And then on Thursday, I'm the early group again to go into the simulation lab. We have practice on Wednesday because on Friday we have mock competencies, and the mocks are pretty cool because if you pass your mock, then you're done. You don't have to do the competency. That's it. You're totally fine. So I've been practicing catheter insertion like every day, at least 2 to 3 times a day. But next week it's going to be really crazy. On Monday I have 2 tests and a quiz. I have a test in my transcultural communication class and a test in my foundations class and a quiz and health assessment. And then on Tuesday I have another test in health assessment. And then on Thursday we have our mock competencies for med administration, because the competencies on this Friday are just safety, asepsis, and vital signs. So medications isn't until next Thursday. So if we do okay on that, like the other ones, then we don't have to take that again. If we fail to complete the competency this Thursday, then we will have to have it totally fine and ready to be checked off next Friday. So that's pretty much what I've got so far. All in all, it's been cool. I've made a lot of friends and been doing study groups at my house to just get people over here and, we'll all just study together or whatnot. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down below, and don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks guys, bye.